Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Lizzie and I am a makeup artist, stroke gilly artist, stroke hairstylist, a couple lot of others, guys. So trust me, you're going to have a very good time here. Here with me today is my client, and as you can see in the video, she's dark skinned, and I'm going to show you all how I was able to achieve this particular look. So the first thing I did was to wipe off the dirt from her face using micellar water. Then I went in with absolute lip gloss on the lips to moisturize the lips. And what I'm doing basically right now is skin prep. So I went in with moisturizer from Zikel, and I also went in with hydrating serum from Zaron Cosmetics, and also went in with face primer from my cheek cosmetics. So all I had to do was to apply that on the T-zone areas, which are the forehead, the jaw, the top of the lip, and underneath the eyes a little bit. And I'm using this brush from Ivy Cosmetics, and it's a Nigerian brand. So I also went ahead to apply foundation on her face, and this light shade of foundation that I'm using is from Zikel Cosmetics and it's in the shade 025. So I'm just going to use this to highlight her T-zone areas, which, like I said before, are the forehead, the jaw, underneath the eyes. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend all of that properly. Now, if you want to have a very flawless and a seamless look, all you have to do is to make sure that you're using the right tools. For me right now, I'm using a wet beauty blender, so you can spray your fixing spray on the beauty blender before you apply the products on the face of your model or your client, or you can just wet your beauty blender into water and it does the magic. So I'm going in with a darker shade of foundation from Zikel Cosmetics too, and I'm just blending that at the outer corner of her face, of her skin, basically like on the forehead and towards the cheekbone and a little bit close to the neck, just so that everything can be properly blended and so that it looks good. And as you can see in this video, I'm basically tapping the products in. I am not dragging at all. I'm always gentle and careful with the skin of my clients. So for concealer, I'm going in with this camouflage concealer. I'll be dropping the products in the description box so that you guys can see and so that it will be easier for me and for you as well. So if you intend getting the products, like, why not? So I'm just tapping the products in like this, just blending in everything so that it looks good. Tap, 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 do not drag. And then underneath the eyes are very, very sensitive. You have to be really, really careful there, because that's where it becomes real cakey, and you do not want the makeup to be all cakey and crease. So tap, 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 and do not drag, especially underneath the eyes. And once you're done with your products, before you go in with your powder underneath the eyes, make sure that you go in with your beauty blender again, because most times when the client looks down, you start seeing some harsh lines underneath the eyes. So go in with your beauty blender again, which by that I mean your beauty sponge, and tap that in. So right now I'm just contouring the nose, just to chisel it a little bit and to make it a little bit pencil. And all I used was the foundation from Zikel Cosmetics in the shade 025, and I'm using this very small brush. I really cannot remember where I got this particular brush from, but I used it to blend all of that in. And I went in with my concealer again and just blended all of that in, just to make the face pop more and to make it more beautiful. And once I was done, I just allowed the whole thing to sit for a while, just so that it can set into her face properly. And then once that was done, I went in with my blush at the top of her cheekbone, and then I just tapped the whole products in using the beauty sponge. At this point it is actually still wet, so I just tapped all of that in from her cheekbone towards her forehead, and just so that it can give me a very colorful and a well blended look. So blend until you see that your work is very clean and there are no harsh lines here or there. So I applied that on her nose as well, and as you can see, the makeup looks so good at this point. So at this point I went in with powder, and this powder that I'm using is from V Beauty Cosmetics. So in the places where I contoured with a darker shade of foundation, I went in with a darker shade of powder, and in the places where I highlighted with a lighter shade of concealer, I went in with a lighter shade of powder as well. So like I said before, once you finish applying your concealer and she bends her head a little bit, if she raises up her head, you'll discover that there are some lines there. So go in with your beauty blender again, tap the products into the skin there properly before you go in with your powder. It's going to give you a very clean and a seamless look. So guys, I went in with my blush from CPD Cosmetics. I love this a lot because it has a pink shade, an orange shade, and a mixture of both, and also a purple shade. And you can use this for your eyeshadow routine or whatever, maybe for your blush, your eyeshadow, whatever you want to do. It works perfectly, and this actually beautifies the makeup. It makes it come out really cute and colorful, really nice. So I went ahead to use the blush to contour the nose a little bit to give me more of a defined effect. At this point, I went in with my setting powder from Adventure Cosmetics, and I just used that to set the face a little bit. So all you have to do is to go in with a setting powder that is about 3 tones lighter than that of your skin tone or that of your client, and just apply that on your T-zone areas and allow it to set for about 5 to 10 minutes. So while I allow the setting powder to set, I'm going to go ahead to draw the brows. So this is just me cleaning up the face properly so that everything will be more chiseled and defined. I don't want setting powder scattered all over the face, so it's just me cleaning up everything to have a very clean girl makeup. So I went ahead to set the brow using this V Beauty Cosmetics powder palette, and I used a light shade of powder to just set the brow. But before that, I had gone in with an edge control to set the brows properly before I applied my powder. So that just helps to control the hairs on the brow basically. So I went ahead to draw a thin line underneath the brow and another thin line at the top of the brow. So my client is quite dark, so I had to go in with a dark shade of eyeliner. This is actually multi-purpose and it's from Karite Cosmetics. I use this for lining the eyes, and I also use this for the lips, and I use this for the brows, and it works perfectly. It comes in a brown and a black shade. So when I was done lining, all I did was to shade in between the brows, and then I went in with my spoolie and brushed everything properly. Right now this is just me concealing the brow, and I went in with the same shade of foundation that I had used to highlight the face. So once that is done, make sure that you blend. Make sure that the face actually matches with the neck. If that does not happen that way, that means you are doing the wrong thing. So I also went ahead to conceal the top of the brow to give me a more defined look and also to make the brow more attractive. Once that was done, I blended everything into her skin, and once that was done as well, I went ahead to apply the same foundation that I had used underneath her brow, and then I just applied that on her eyelids like this, on her crease area and towards her transition area as well. Then I went ahead with a burnt brown shade of eyeshadow, and this eyeshadow palette is the one from Jordan Hill Cosmetics, and I just applied that on her transition area and towards the outer corner of her crease area, and then just basically blended all of that properly. Then I went in with their gold shade. I actually did have like a makeup look that I wanted to achieve. I went on Instagram, and there was a particular look that I loved, and that was what I was trying to achieve on my client as well. She also did like the look, so that was what I was trying to achieve. So I went in with this gold shade of eyeshadow and then blended that with the brown properly. I just blended everything properly because you don't want a clear demarcation between where the gold and the brown is stopping. So I went in with these glitters, and what I did was I applied my setting spray on her eyelids, which is the crease area, and then I started tapping the glitter on the crease area. So setting spray works perfectly. You do not necessarily need to get a glitter glue. So I chiseled the eye a little bit, and then we're going for a nude lip today because the eyes are already bold. It's already really catchy and attractive from afar, so we're going for a nude lip, and that was what we did. I went in with a pink shade of lippy at the inner corner of the lips, and then I also went in with a brown shade of lippy at the outer corner of the lips, and basically just blended everything properly until I got what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too shouty. I wanted a very calm and a well blended lip application. So once that was done, I went ahead to apply a lighter shade of lippy on her lips. I'm going to drop all of this in the description box so that you guys can see the products that I used. It's going to help me better and also help you guys better. So once that was properly blended, I went in with gloss, and it just changed the whole look. I really do love gloss a lot because it brightens the face and it just changes it from the norm. So I went ahead to dust off the excess setting powder that she had on her face using my normal powder from the V Beauty powder cosmetics. It just makes the whole look to be properly blended, so you can go in with her own shade of powder and then blend all of that properly. It makes everything really clean and nice. As you can see in the video, her face really matches with her neck, and I was really fulfilled. So the blush at this point had cleaned a little bit, so I had to go in with the blush again just to make sure that the face is more defined and more colorful and attractive. So guys, once that was done, I went in with pigment on her cheekbone like this, and also underneath her brows, and basically on her T-zone area. So you need to blend all of that properly. When it comes to makeup, blending is key, so take your time to blend properly, and whatever you do on one side, you need to make sure that it's almost the same on the other side of the face. Very important. So I just applied the pigment on her face because I wanted the face to really glow, and I just loved the outcome, the effect. And this pigment is from Avo Cosmetics. Once I was comfortable with what I had, I went in with lashes. She wanted something really cute, and that was what I gave her. So I went in with my Seal It setting spray from So Pro Cosmetics, and this is just to keep the whole makeup intact, and it just makes the makeup to last longer and enables your client not to sweat so much on the face and break the makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that you loved every bit of it. I went ahead to tie her gele off camera, and I loved every bit. I loved the way she looked. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. If you've not turned on your notification button, please do that so that each time I post, you get a notification and you'll be the first to know. Also, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. It makes me happy a lot. My TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube handles are Lizzie Stodge. Do not forget to follow. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all in my next. Bye.